Hello, and welcome to BHuman, the only platform that enables you to make personalized videos at scale that look and feel real, enabling you to talk to people like never before. So let's get started and dive into the platform, and we're going to show you how you can make your first video. To start, come into your AI Studio app right here, and you'll find that you have a folders component on the left. And within the folder component is video templates. So you can see here, our first video template has been automatically created. To create more video templates, we just have to click this new button. And to create folders, simply click this plus icon. You can have as many video instances in as many folders as you'd like. But to start, let's look at my first video and click edit. All right. Now we're presented with a couple of screens here, so I'll explain them one by one. First, we have the database tab, which is where all your data would go. Now, this is the data you use to make the video. So, for example, if you want to say, hello, first name, welcome to my website, then you'll have all your first names here. You can also have other data, and we'll get into that and explain that more. And this is where the results will show as well. The next tab is the Assets tab, and this is where you can upload videos and upload spreadsheets and CSV files that you can then import into your template or into the database tab. A couple tips about filming. We want to be a good distance from the camera, let's say 4 or 5 feet. Frankly, the further the better for the technology to work and be the best quality it can be. And then when we say variables, we want to actually say the full variable. So, for example, hello, first name. I'm really looking forward to speaking with you about company name. And when we say these variables, we want to make sure there are pauses around the phrase. We'll get into this more later, so don't worry about it right now. But let's just start with a simple example. Hey, first name, and then our message. Hey, first name, welcome to BHuman. This is a demo of making our first video, and I'm really excited to show you more of the platform and everything it can do. Okay, if we're happy with it, we can press save. Otherwise, we can click cancel and re-record it. And right now what it's doing is it's processing and converting what I just said into words so that we can, there we go, so that we can select the variables here. So as you can see, the recording appeared in our file manager. So now we can use this recording in other templates if we'd like. And you can see also it wrote down what I said here. And this isn't perfect, but it got down the major points of what I said. So if we play this, hey, first name, welcome to BHuman. You can see that it plays through and highlights the words as we go. And you'll see there's a mistake here. Instead of saying hey, first name, I thought I said type first name. So I'm going to hit edit transcription, and I'm just going to replace this with hey, and realign transcription. And that now adjusted not just the words on the screen, but some actual mechanics in the background as well. So let's go back to our database tab. And for the sake of this example, let's say we have a couple columns here. Let's say first name, let's say company name, and we'll say city. And now let's fill in some sample data for the sake of this example. Okay, so we have our data. Let's go ahead and define the variable. So all we have to do is highlight where we said the variable in transcription. So we're going to select hey first name, and then double click the variable, and we're going to name it exactly what we call the column header. In this case, name. Enter to save it. Okay. So now we have our first variable defined, and if you look down here, we have two bars in our timeline. We have the variables we've defined, and we had pauses. Now, like I mentioned, I touched on this briefly, it's very important that variables are surrounded by pauses, which is why we show both here. Automatically, your variable selections are going to cling to the nearest pauses, so that this should be taken care of for you, but it's something to be mindful of. So you can see we have our name variable, which is in this time, and it's surrounded by pauses. So this looks great. Now we're not going to connect company name or city name to the script for this example. We'll just keep it simple with the first name. Our next step is to actually generate or record the audios of these first names. So we can do that by selecting the Generate First Names button. And now what's going to happen is it's going to search through and attempt to generate me saying, hey Bob, hey Adam, hi Mary, hi Lisa, hi Julia, and so on and so forth. Now, depending on quite a few factors, such as the quality of my voice, the texture of it, the depth of my voice, it may or may not be able to generate some names. And we only let it generate names when the quality is going to be very good, because our number one principle is that the videos have to look and feel real. So it's going to do its best, and we'll see if it can generate any. This should take about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how many names you have. Okay, so in this case, it did not generate any first names. So let's go ahead and record them. Hi, Bob. Hi, Adam. Hi, Mary. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Julia. All right. And you'll notice that I said hi and the name. I didn't just say Bob, Adam, Mary, Lisa. And the reason for that is because we have to replace the whole variable phrase. So we're not just replacing first name, we're replacing hey first name. Okay, so we have to say the entire phrase, which is surrounded by pauses, which is shown down here. So now we have our variables recorded, we have a variable mapped, we have our video filmed. So it's time to hit generate. And now it's doing its thing. You'll see two column headers appear here. There we go, video and thumbnail. Video is where you'll get the actual video links, which for now are hosted on Vimeo, which is a very trusted, safe link people are happy to click. And thumbnail is a direct link to an image where you can embed this image and link it to the video when you actually send it out. We'll get to that later. So at this point, we'll let it do its thing. Depending on how many videos you're trying to generate, this may take between 1 and 2 minutes. If you're doing 10,000 videos, for example, it could take 30, 40 minutes. But at this point, sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee, and we'll come back here in just a minute. All right, so you can see the results are starting to pop in here. We'll give it another 30 seconds. And it looks like our results are ready. So let's go ahead, let's open the video for Julia. Hi, Julia. Welcome to BHuman. This is a demo of making our first video, and I'm really excited to show you more of the platform and everything it can do.